Now, Terzaghi's theory of one-dimensional consolidation. Terzaghi's the rate of settlement is proportional to the rate of dissipation of excess pore water pressure. This is the most popular theory. Depends on two factors, that is, one is permeability and second one is compressibility. As we have seen, more the permeability, more the consolidation. Even more the compressibility, more the consolidation. Means by which it allows water to pass through it, and compressibility, it allows to compress the soil. Okay. तो ये दोनों प्रॉपर्टी जितनी ज्यादा होगी, कंसोलिडेशन उतना ही ज्यादा होगा. क्लियर? ये दोनों समझ. अब है कि कितना होगा, किस टाइम पे कितना होगा, या रेट उसका क्या है, हाउ टू प्रेडिक्ट, दैट इज गिवन बाय Terzaghi's theory of one dimensional consolidation. और भी बहुत सारे थ्योरी है, बट दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट वन एंड मोस्ट फेमस एंड मोस्ट पॉपुलर. ओके, ऑफ Terzaghi's one dimensional theory. Number one, compression and flow are one dimensional. ना एक ही डायरेक्शन में. अभी हमने मॉडल में कल देखा था, that is only vertical, means pressure will be applied from the top and consolidation will be in the downward direction. Okay. So first assumption is consolidation, compression and flow are one dimensional. And that dimension is vertical. Okay. Number two, he assumed that Darcy's law is valid. Darcy's law is valid. Means velocity of flow is directly proportional to I. I is velocity of flow is directly proportional to I. That is, what is I? I is called hydraulic gradient. अब याद आ रहा है कुछ? Okay, it means V is equal to, if you remove the proportionality sign, you will put some constant K into I, where K is the soil property and that K is called permeability. So this law is applicable. ये assume किया गया कि ये applicable है उस flow के लिए. V is proportional to Ki, where V is velocity, I is hydraulic gradient. हम लोग इसको डिटेल में भी पढ़ेंगे, परमेबिलिटी जब चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे. हाइड्रोलिक ग्रेडियंट. And V is velocity. So number one assumption is compression and flow are one dimensional, that is vertical. And number two assumption is Darcy's law is valid, means in flow V is proportional to I, means V is equal to Ki, where K is equal to permeability, I is called hydraulic gradient, and this hydraulic gradient is equal to delta H by L. Third is soil is homogeneous. Soil is homogeneous. I hope you all know the meaning of homogeneous. What is the meaning of homogeneous? Same property. Same property. Remember, it is very rare that soil is homogeneous. Even एक छोटा सा प्लॉट है, उसमें एक कॉर्नर पे सॉइल अलग क्वालिटी का है, दूसरा अलग है, तीसरा अलग है, वहां का अलग परमेबिलिटी, लेकिन he assumed that soil is homogeneous. बात समझ में आ रही ये चीज? क्यों कभी कभी एजम्पशन क्यों करते हैं? कभी कभी एज्यूम करने से हमारा क्या होता है, काम आसान हो जाता है, सिंपल हो जाता है. Although it will not give the exact result, but it will give good result. बोलते ना, नहीं मामा से मामा अच्छा. बात समझ में आ रही? अगर इनहोमोजेनस कंसीडर करें सॉइल को तो उसका सोल्यूशन ही निकालना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. लेकिन अगर हम ये मान के चलें कि सॉइल होमोजेनस है तो जो रिजल्ट आएगा दैट विल बी मतलब क्लोज टू द एक्चुअल रिजल्ट. एरर तो होगा बिकॉज होमोजेनस हो ही नहीं सकता सॉइल, ठीक है ना. बट ही एज्यूम सॉइल इज होमोजेनस. होमोजेनस मीन्स सेम प्रॉपर्टी. एंड अनदर assumption is soil is completely saturated. हमने बताया था कि कंसोलिडेशन विल अकर इन सैचुरेटेड सॉइल, है ना. तो सॉइल इज कंप्लीटली सैचुरेटेड. नंबर 5, the soil grains and water both incompressible, both are incompressible. Strains are small. Strains are small. The applied load increment produces virtually no change in thickness K means in bracket you can write what is permeability. K permeability and AV is known as coefficient of compressibility. K is permeability and AV is coefficient of compressibility. And these are material properties. Permeability and compressibility both are material property. Unique relationship independent of time between void ratio and effective stress. between void ratio and effective stress, and that relation is DE, means small change in void ratio, is equal to minus A suffix B into D sigma bar. Okay, where AB is, what is AB? Compressibility, and is assumed constant, and is assumed constant over the stress increment, over the stress increment. Okay, so before actual derivation, Terzaghi assumed compression and flow are one dimensional, that is vertical. I hope it is clear to you. Darcy's law is valid, means V is proportional to I. V क्या होता है अभी हमने एक्सप्लेन किया. Soil is homogeneous, means soil of same property. Soil is completely saturated, and the soil grains and water both are incompressible. मतलब इसको compress, strains are small, आपने देखा कि small, and there is a unique relationship between void ratio and effective stress, where AV is a constant. नेगेटिव साइन क्यों? क्योंकि क्या हो रहा है, void ratio तो कम हो रहा है, नेगेटिव मतलब डिक्रीज हो रहा है, दैट इज वाई नेगेटिव. ओके, अदरवाइज और कोई मतलब नहीं है. क्लियर हुआ? बाई डेल टी इज इक्वल टू CV del square U by del Z square. This equation is called Terzaghi's one-dimensional consolidation equation. Terzaghi's based on that assumption, he prepared a model and derived a relation, that is del U by del T is equal to CV del square U del Z square. This is known as Terzaghi's one-dimensional consolidation equation, where the term CV is known as coefficient of consolidation. CV is Kz 1 plus E naught AV gamma W. Another important term is drainage path. In consolidation, if you apply some load, water will try to dissipate. तो अभी तक तो हमने पढ़ा क्या कि ये वर्टिकल डिसिपेशन ही होगा, वन डायमेंशनल. तो आइदर इट मे बी अप और डाउन. ओके, सपोज दिस इज योर कंसोलिडेटिंग लेयर, सपोज दिस इज क्ले, और इस लेयर पे हमने एक बिल्डिंग बना दिया. तो क्या होगा, लोड आ रहा है, बाय द टाइम it will consolidate, water will dissipate. There are two options for water. Either this is suppose a hard rock, bedrock, कोई इधर कोई और इसका कुछ है ही नहीं, then it has only one dimension to dissipate, to flow. तो इसमें देखो, तो अगर एक पार्टिकल यहां से चला है तो उसको आने में कितना टाइम लगेगा, पूरा थिकनेस कवर करेगा. And this is called single drainage. This drainage path is, it may be single drainage or double drainage. Suppose इधर भी कोई अगर रॉक था तब तो ये सिंगल ड्रेनेज हो गया. If it is suppose sand, अगर इधर सैंड है तो क्या होगा, इधर भी वाटर जा सकता है, फ्लो हो सकता है. देन दैट पार्टिकल हैज टू ट्रेवल डिस्टेंस h by 2, आधा ही डिस्टेंस, इधर इधर या इधर, आधा डिस्टेंस में ही वो बाहर हो सकता है उस लेयर से. दैट इज कॉल्ड डबल ड्रेनेज. ओके, सो ड्रेनेज पाथ may be either double drainage or single drainage. Unit of CV. CV means क्या, बायोडाटा. तो coefficient of consolidation, and the unit of CV is meter square per second or meter square per day, meter square per hour, meter square पर ईयर भी इवन हो सकता है. बात समझ में आ रही है? मतलब मीटर स्क्वायर बाई टाइम, इट मे बी सेकेंड, मिनट, आवर, डे, ईयर, मंथ. बात समझ में आ रही है? ये चीज. नंबर 1, ड्रेनेज पाथ रेशियो. पाथ रेशियो Z is equal to small z by h. Z is equal to small z by h. Another term is time factor. Time factor T suffix V is equal to CV, coefficient of consolidation, into T divided by H square. Third, degree of consolidation. Degree of consolidation or consolidation ratio. Symbol is U suffix Z is equal to UI, initial consolidation, minus consolidation at depth Z divided by initial consolidation, or you may write it like this: 1 minus UZ minus by UI. Number 4, का A पार्ट लिख सकते हो. A 4, U less than equal to 60%, means if degree of consolidation is less than 60%, then time factor TV will be pi by 4 into consolidation का square. 4 U more than 60%. ये सब फॉर्मूला शायद अब. टाइम फैक्टर इज इक्वल टू 1.781 माइनस 0.933 log 100 minus U%. These are some important formula related to one-dimensional consolidation. Determination of coefficient of consolidation. There are two methods to calculate to determine the coefficient of consolidation. Number one is CV is equal to T50 H square divided by T50. Second is equal to T90 H square 18. और ये टाइम फैक्टर है, ये H is the thickness of the layer and it will be either H or H by 2 depending on the drainage path. If it is single drainage, then total H will be taken. If it is double drainage, then in place of H it will be H by 2. क्लियर हुआ? तो ये दोनों